Hello, I'm Kelly Mullane, and I'm a global deal manager for the EMEA sales team in a large asset servicing business. I've been in the industry for 17 years now, and for the past 10 years, I have had a flexible working arrangement where I work 4.5 days a week. So my typical working week is Monday to Thursday, 8:30 to 5:30. Then on a Friday, I work 8:30 to 12:30, and then I log off. I've always worked that half day from home. And for me, as a full-time working mum of two, this means that I can do the school pickup at least once a week without having to rely on the after-school clubs and childcare. I asked for this arrangement when I joined my current firm, and they agreed to it. And that was 10 years ago now. So I think it's been working really well. It's enabled me to have that weekly breathing space. It also gives me a chance to run around and do errands that I might not have time to do during the week. And it does tend to be the case, however, that if my workload is heavy, I use that bit of my out of office time to catch up on administration emails and things that I just frankly haven't had time for during the week. And due to the nature of my role, there are times when I need to be on call during that supposedly out of office time. But for the most part, it is the case that Friday afternoons is the time for me and my children. I think for me, it is just about having that time with my family, and having that downtime away from the screens in the office. The pandemic did make a difference for me, and I now work from home much more often than I did before. That time really highlighted for me just how much of my time during the week was taken up by the working day and the commute, and how much it took me away from my family. And I really wasn't willing to go back to seeing my children for what ended up being usually about an hour and a half on a day on average during the week. So now I tend to work around both mine and my husband's diaries, and we plan the week together in advance, so we know who's going to be working from home on certain days. I would say I'm definitely more productive from home. My focus and my ability to multitask, my headspace, my general mood, if I'm honest, and my feeling of well-being is much better when I don't have to do the commute. And then in terms of team collaboration, I make the most of the days when I'm in the office to sit with my team and work closely together. But that kind of intense collaboration isn't really required daily in the role that I do. So I do find that I spend a large percentage of the time on video calls, whether I'm in the office or I'm working from home. Another benefit for me in my role is that I am much more willing and able to collaborate with my colleagues around the globe at times that suit them rather than trying to squeeze everything into the London hours. I think at the end of the day, flexible working has to work for both the employer and the employee. But I know that as an employee who has a flexible working arrangement, I am much happier. And my annual grades demonstrate that my work is of the quality expected and higher. I have achieved a senior promotion since the pandemic, and frankly, the flexibility I'm afforded plays a huge role in the reason why I wouldn't ever consider leaving my current firm.